from Pilgrim Lanes in Haverhill, the 1989 MBA State Championships. Today, the Ladies All Events Championship. In the first round, our third seed, Karen Langdon of Bellows Falls, Vermont, will take on our number 2 seed, Jan DiStasio of Randolph, for the right to take on our top seed for the championship, Joanne Ruzzano of East Weymouth, on this special edition of Candlepin Doubles. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Leary. This is kind of a second chance for Karen Langdon and Jan DiStasio. They were with us a couple of weeks ago, remember, in the ladies' singles final, but were unable to knock off Tony Marie Baldinelli, who won the championship. So maybe they can try again. They'll bowl off against each other for the right to take on Joanne Ruzzano in the championship round. Joanne is the top seed. The prize money for the all-events finals is pretty substantial. $2,500 goes for first place, $1,000 for second, and $750 for the third place finisher, so everyone is guaranteed at least that amount. And the normal prize money applies as well. 3 marks in a row is worth $50 in bonus money. 3 strikes in a row is worth $1,000, and should either our second or third seed win the first match, go on to the second, and bowl a 2-string total of $250 or more, there'll be an extra payoff of $200. So that's what they're after. Let's get on with the preliminary and see who gets to take on Joanne Ruzzano for the championship. Karen Langdon and Jan DiStasio will start it out for us. Karen Langdon trying to open up with a spare. Karen, the third seed, with a total of $2,480. That's $575 for the doubles, $592 for the mixed doubles, and $1,313 for the singles, and she'd love to have that one back. Jan DiStasio has an all-events total of $2,486. She also had the tournament high single of $175. They open with 10 apiece. A strike for Karen Langdon in the second. Jan DiStasio was knocked off in the preliminary round by Tony Marie Baldinelli a couple of weeks ago. Tony Marie then went on to beat Karen Langdon for the ladies' singles championship. Karen Langdon working on the strike. She gets another shot. And will it go? No. Jan with 10, 29, down by 9 through 3. The top 3 make it here, finishing in 4th place in the ladies' all events. Alice Elliott, who, remember, a few weeks ago teamed up with Jim Ferris to win the mixed doubles championship. She finished 4th for $125. Sharon Rawson was 5th. Marianne Kelly 6th, Tony Marie Baldinelli 7th, Maria Mazzarella 8th, as Jan DiStasio spares in the 4th. Rounding out the top 10, Carol Downey was 9th and Bernice Brooks 10th. And a spare for Karen Langdon in the fifth. Jan DiStasio tries to slide it over, but can't quite convert it. But she takes a 10. So here's how we look halfway through the opening string. Jan DiStasio, 56 through 5. Karen Langdon at 57 plus a bonus ball. We'll be back with part 2 to see who gets to move on to the championship round right after this. Here we go with the second half of the opening string. Karen Langdon steps up, working on a spare. Only 4. Good for a 5-pin lead now. Through 5. Jan DiStasio spares. So Jan DiStasio now has an opportunity to take the lead for the first time. Karen Langdon, remember a couple of weeks ago, in losing the final to Tony Marie Baldinelli, was down by a bunch early, then came battling back and finished 1 pin shy, getting a mark in the final box. Needing a 7 to tie, she added just 6. For a spare, Karen's got one. And DiStasio has one. 2 in a row. Jan DiStasio with a 4-pin lead. Karen Langdon with 2 in a row. And Karen now holds the lead and the advantage with a mark in the 8th. So Jan will need a mark in one of the final 2, if not both. 7 on the spare. 106. That's what Karen Langdon wants to convert with 3 in a row. No. Jan DiStasio for spare. No. Karen with a 10 and Jan with a 10, so Jan needs a mark here and has to hope that Karen Langdon gets something less than a 10 box in order to be able to do it just with 1 mark. Well, she's going to have a chance. Jan DiStasio needs the 4 horsemen here. Just missed the head pin. So Karen Langdon, who came 1 pin shy of winning a championship 2 weeks ago, gets another shot. She finishes with a 9 and 125. Jan DiStasio with 9 and 115. So Karen Langdon moves up to the championship round now to take on Joanne Ruzzano for the 1989 Ladies All Events Championship. we go for the championship now. Karen Langdon will start it off. And Joanne Ruzzano, the top seed. Joanne, the top seed, with an all events total of 25.06. Nice shot. Good out of that. A 9. And a quick 2-pin lead for the top seed, Joanne Ruzzano. Joanne with the 710, but some wood that may help it go. Well, just where she wanted to throw it, I think. It just wouldn't go. I'll tell you some of the other class champions from the 1989 MBA Championships. Men's singles, Class A, Richard Barassa from Pepperell. Joe Schifferdecker of Cambridge was second, and Steve Popolo of Brockton third. Men's singles, Class B, Joe Bottano of Malden the winner. Steve Whitfield of Carver second. Frank Rabafetti of Hyde Park was third. Men's singles, Class C, Paul Maloney in first. Paul Cornelius and Glenn Dalton behind him. All but the 7. Each of these bowlers is already guaranteed $1,000. They're bowling for a top prize here of $2,500. A 9 and 28, Joanne Ruzzano with a 1-pin lead. For spare. Coming up next week, we'll have the Men's All Events Championship, the final event of our 1989 MBA Series. Steve Vadney and Steve Reno will bowl in the opening round. Steve Reno, remember, just a week ago, the winner of the men's singles, and the guy he beat, Joe Tavernese, will be back next week in the Men's All Events. Joe is the top seed. That's next week on another special edition of Candlepin Doubles. Two-pin lead for Karen Langdon through 4. Again, 2 full on the head pin. And again, 2 full. Karen Langdon with a 9. So even without any marks, she's building a lead for herself. As Joanne takes a 5. So it's a 6-pin advantage for Karen Langdon. A little bit better. Joanne Ruzzano now with a legitimate spare leave. Karen Langdon. This is hers, Joanne. Two and the 4, and there they go. Joanne Ruzzano now in a position to take the lead. Karen Langdon leads it by 6. We have 4 boxes to go. At stake, $2,500. On the spare. Big fill. 9. Good for a 3-pin lead. Karen Langdon spares in the 7th. So back and forth we go now. For 2 in a row, and there it is. Karen Langdon on the spare. 8. 74 through 7. Joanne already has 69 plus 7. 75 through 7. 76 through 7. Excuse me. And a 2-pin lead as Karen spares again. And it's still there. So Joanne has a 9 and 85 through 8. Karen at 84 plus this. 90 through 8. A 5-pin lead with 2 to go. Should this go, we'll enter the 10th pretty much neck and neck. A 7. 97 through 9. And 10. 95. So Joanne can do this, or tie anyway, without benefit of a mark. If she can get a 10, for instance, and keep Karen to an 8 box. Although Karen has had only 1 box less than 9 in her 10. And indeed, there she gets a 7 to start. Joanne with a spare leave. Karen Langdon for a spare. She's got it. Joanne Ruzzano for spare. She needs it. And incredibly, it doesn't go. And Joanne finishes up with a 10. And 105, Karen Langdon already has it wrapped up. It's just a matter of how many. A 7 on her final ball. Well, a couple of weeks ago, she got the spare she needed in the final box, but she couldn't quite get the 7 on the spare. This time she gets a 7, and it's more than enough. She finishes up with a 114. Joanne Ruzzano with a 105. So Karen Langdon is the 1989 Ladies All Events Champion. We'll be back with everyone right after this. Karen Langdon is a 1989 All-Events winner. We have to speed through this. I know that won't disappoint either of you two. Here we go. In third place, Jan DiStasio. We have $750 for you, and I guess you'll take it, huh?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Jan. And Joanne Ruzzano, second place, worth $1,000. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. And now let's bring on the 1989 All-Events champion, Karen Langdon, from Bellows Falls, Vermont. Karen, we have a check here for $2,500. A couple of weeks ago, you went to the last box against Tony Marie Baldinelli, and you needed a spare. You got it. You didn't get enough to win the championship, but this time you did.
Revenge on myself.
This was a higher prize anyway, so
yeah.
you don't want to be bothered with the...
That's right. That's right.
All right, Karen, we have a presentation with you. For us now, Al Serafin on behalf of the MBA.
You win some, you lose some, don't you?
Yeah.
Good luck from the MBA here.
Thank you very much.
All right, Al, thank you. Karen Langdon, congratulations. Next week, we'll be back with the final show in our MBA series, the Men's All Events Championships. I hope you join us. For everyone here at Pilgrim Lanes in Haverhill, have a good afternoon now.